What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Merton here from DataDash, and today is December 10th of 2024. Well, folks, I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are, because in today's video, I want to spend some time to not only talk about one of the centerpiece narratives of this run-up in crypto markets, and that is meme coins, but more particularly, I want to talk about one play that stands out in a sea of pure speculation, a project in which has real utility, a real diehard community, and has actually utilized that momentum to launch some pretty cool projects in the crypto space. Today, we're talking about none other than Floki, a project we've covered before here on the channel, and one in which I think you guys should keep on your radar. I'm going to be talking about Floki, but also as well the broader trend of meme coins and the growing relevancy in the crypto space. We got a lot to unpack here in today's video. If you happen to enjoy it, consider dropping a like, and let's go ahead and kick things off. So I want to start by talking about meme coins, broadly speaking. Not only have meme coins been trending up here over the last 30 days, but we've seen over the last year that meme coins are back on the map here, becoming a substantial part of the broader crypto space and more particularly the altcoin sector, and has grown so much so that it's even past the 2021 highs. And the important thing to understand here is that as Bitcoin is moving higher, as altcoins as well are starting to lean more towards the narrative of meme coins, there's probably still a decent amount of growth trajectory in a lot of these plays. So we do have to keep them on our radar. And at a minimum, we want to watch this sector as it has been one of the top performers. That's why I want to spend some time, though, today to talk about Floki. Now, as I mentioned before, Floki is not just a typical meme coin in the sense that it's baseless speculation at the end of the day. There is actual community behind it. In fact, the story behind Floki is quite endearing at the end of the day versus a lot of meme coins that are very short term and don't really have people who are loyal to the brand and the idea behind the project. But being a centerpiece community project that's been around for a long period of time in the crypto industry, and has yet again still been one of the top performing meme coins, there's definitely something here that needs to be discovered by a lot of investors and traders. And the big thing above all is that Floki at the end of the day is focused on being a community-oriented cryptocurrency. They were the first CTO, or essentially crypto takeover. Essentially, the project, when it was originally launched by its original founders, was rug pulled 2 times during its initial launch. So the initial founders of the project just totally unloaded the tokens on the community. But then from there, the people who were still holding the positions actually went out and started building things. They started building a DAO, a structure in the project, and essentially worked towards actually trying to deliver real crypto projects that people are utilizing. And those things are live here today. We've covered some of those on the channel, like TokenFi. This is the real-world asset platform that they've launched that allows you on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and a whole range of other ERC20 compatible networks to be able to, through a standardized approach, launch real-world asset tokens, tokenizing actual assets in the real world on blockchains. This is something that, again, you would probably never expect from a meme coin, but it's a real professional platform. You can go through it. You can set various standards or token contract standards on your real world asset tokenization. And they're obviously supported, as I mentioned, on a whole range of networks. So you can think of Arbitrum, Ethereum, Blast, BNB Chain, Base, all these major EVM compatible chains. They're supporting streamlined token deployment. And this is just one of many products as well that they're launching. But what's really great at the end of the day is that as you're a holder of the Floki token, if you decide to stake your tokens within their staking tool, then you actually get these additional tokens. So for example, Token, which is the native token for TokenFi, the major protocol token, you actually are gonna get that if you stake Floki. So unlike other meme coins that you're just kind of holding and you hope that the price goes up, in this case, as the project is launching new projects and new value within the crypto ecosystem, they're rewarding the core Floki holders. So I think that that's really good because you're just not going to get that with other meme coins. And at the end of the day, it can help to kind of kind of lower some of the risk and hedge yourself when you're positioning yourself to a new project like Floki. Right. So I think that's a very important thing at the end of the day. But beyond that as well, they also launched the Floki Trading Bot. So this was a more recent product that's launched that allows you from Telegram to be able to trade practically any crypto you can think of on a vast range of networks. It's available on the Ethereum network, BNB, and Base. That essentially allows you to type in the token contract for the token you want to trade and be able to do it in a fully secured, encrypted way from the Telegram UI. That's pretty incredible stuff. From a user experience, this is something that could scale to not only hundreds of thousands, but millions of people, and will allow people to get access and exposure to any coin that they can trade on decentralized exchanges, which I think is really cool to be able to make the decentralized exchange experience much more streamlined. This is huge. They've already got over 700,000 users. right? We can see a massive amount of trade volume here, over almost $118 million within that period of time. But I think another, again, big thing here is that in the sense of memes and kind of the gamification aspect of memes within the crypto ecosystem, one thing I think that is really great here is that the project is continuously focused on building these additional rewards if you're adopting the technology and utilizing their platforms. And one of the things they've done is essentially giving exclusive rewards to people who are essentially utilizing new Floki applications like the Floki Trading Bot. So in this case, they did a partnership with Simon's Cat. This is a big internet comic or animation. Essentially, they launched their Memecoin. It's a multi-$100 million meme coin in the crypto ecosystem. And 1.5% of the cat supply was set aside for those who utilize the Floki Trading Bot. So in this case, you're talking about millions upon millions of dollars, even at current valuations, but I think it was around 7 million at the peak valuation back a couple weeks ago. That's set aside here for people who just utilize these new platforms. So again, at the end of the day, there's a lot of incentives here for adoption. And one really important thing that I want to mention here, even though Floki has been a project in its own right, at the end of the day, one of the biggest telling signs that Floki is here to stay alongside a lot of the other meme coins is exchange listings. And now we have Floki on practically any major exchange you can think of. It's been on Binance and a lot of other kind of global exchanges over the last couple of years, but in the United States, Floki is now available. It has its own dollar pairing on Coinbase as well as on exchanges like Kraken. So you've got pretty much all the major Western exchanges here that you can really need in order to trade cryptocurrencies now listing Floki on the platform. So this again puts it in a great position where now it's got deep liquidity and now you can start to really trade this from anywhere in the world. You don't even have to use decentralized exchanges. You can use your favorite centralized exchange if you want to trade the play. And as the ability to purchase Floki becomes easier, as there's more and more centralized exchange launches, so does the ability to participate in Memecoin airdrop campaigns. For example, the upcoming Monkey airdrop that has a lot of anticipation to it is going to be giving 35% of the total supply to those who hold Floki, Token, and Ape. So essentially, these are all the big ecosystem coins within the Floki ecosystem. And if you want to know whether or not your centralized exchange where you might be holding your tokens supports the airdrop, of course, if you hold it in your wallet, it should be fine. You can find all the details here within the blog post on their Medium that talks about the upcoming Wise Monkey airdrop. But again, at the end of the day, this is something that, again, benefits you strategically. Like if you're just purely realizing that, yes, meme coins are kind of speculative in nature, right? That even though there might be some really exciting fundamental things about Floki, you're just trying to position yourself in a play that is likely to perform best. At the end of the day, you have to consider here that there's not only obviously the potential price appreciation of Floki, but beyond that as well, you have all these additional airdrops and new opportunities that are popping up that may be one of the next big meme coins or one of those plays in which at least gives you that coverage and hedge as you're exposed to Floki in your portfolio. Again, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you guys you have to buy it. I'm just saying overall that this is something that you're not going to be getting with most meme coins. And if you're like myself and you care a lot about the fundamental development behind any project you're investing in, then you need not look further than Floki's flagship title, Valhalla, which has been funded by the Floki Treasury. This essentially is an open world play-to-earn MMORPG within the Web3 space that allows you to have a sort of kind of RuneScape game mixed in with turn-based combat. It's a really interesting experience. But essentially, they've been working on this for the last couple of years. You have this vast universe. You can create your own character and collect NFTs by competing against one another with Veras, which are these different types of, someone may be like Pokemon or different types of digital creatures that will fight against one another, where you can earn collectibles and also earn while you're playing. You can earn Floki tokens. So again, this is something where, again, it's cyclical back in the community and gets people to stay engaged within Floki overall as an ecosystem. This is just, again, something you don't find in the meme coin ecosystem. There have been some people who have said they're going to launch a game, this and that, but it's actually live in testnet, and the actual mainnet launch is going to be coming here in Q1 of 2025. The team has not been rushing it. They've been working on making sure that it's going to be sound at launch. There's already a lot of people playing on testnet, but I really feel that this could be a big flagship title in the GameFi space when things finally come to fruition in Q1 of 2025. Now, beyond all of this, beyond some of the fundamental developments that have been going on with the project, for example, like TokenFi or Valhalla, as well as the trading bot that they launched for Telegram. Beyond the new listings, I think another big aspect here when it comes to meme coins with their virality is getting featured as in a lot of different reigns of marketing, as well as doing branding and business development. And there have been a lot of announcements here about how Floki is aiming to market and get out into emerging markets across the world. So for example, they're doing a massive partnership with Dubai's Mall of the Emiratis. If you guys have been to it, it's massive. And the campaign is massive. It's going to be featuring the project across 93 screens for a 4-week campaign at the mall, which sees around 111,000 people every single day. But this is just one of many developments that they've got going on. They also have one going on in India as well, where they're going to be doing major LED screens as well as transportation advertising. So there's all kinds of different developments that they're doing here to get out there. They have major esports partnerships as well with very well-known names like Alliance as well as OG. That's going to be getting them out there into a whole range of different esports competitions being featured. And beyond all of that as well, they're also doing college teams as well, the University of Miami. The fact that Floki was able to land a partnership with the Miami Hurricanes tells me that they're very serious about getting this brand out there to a broader audience, the new wave of adopters of crypto over the next year or so. And along with that as well, they even got the world's strongman to become one of the brand ambassadors for the overall Floki brand. It's very fitting as the whole brand itself is focused around Vikings and Norse kind of mythology. So this is definitely fitting within the broader theme for Floki and Valhalla. Essentially, at the end of the day, though, if you guys are interested to learn more about the project, I definitely recommend you guys do some due diligence on it. Again, if you ever want to, you can check out the links down below in the description. I'll leave some resources for you guys to go check them out. Definitely follow them over on X, where you'll get all the major updates. But above all here, I come here in closing to just talking about Floki as a play. This is something that I like to do here because I understand that you guys come here as a trading perspective. And I want to let you know that genuinely, when it comes to the price action, I have certain standards that I look for here when it comes to the project. Now, if you want to invest in Floki because of the things we talked about, that's fine. But if you're someone like myself who's a trader, I'm always going to give you guys my honest thoughts here. The nice thing about Floki, if we build a custom ratio between Floki to Bitcoin, which is what I do on any kind of trading pair because I want to see altcoins that are generally keeping up with Bitcoin or outpacing. In that case, Floki is, generally speaking, since back in February, for almost a year now, has been at pace with Bitcoin. But there have been these secondary rallies that have come. And the big thing for me is watching that it holds on these key moving averages. If Floki can hold here on the 100-day pocket and is able to get back above the 200-day pocket, this is where I could really see Floki starting to test towards an upper bound range of prior resistance in the past against Bitcoin, as well as the long-term descending line of resistance. This would be somewhere between an 80 to 100% move. So I'm waiting to see for that break above the 200-day. Again, I'm setting real criteria here. If it doesn't happen in this case, then it may not be the best trade setup to chase. But overall, I'm looking for it to get somewhere around that ballpark. And if it can do that, then there's that opportunity where if it gets above that moving average, maybe retest it and makes it support, then we could really see acceleration of price. But that's it for today's video, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning in as always. If you happen to enjoy, consider dropping a like, and I'll see you guys right back here on the next video. Take care, everyone.